Good morning. It's Friday the 14th of October. I wonder what your favourite story is. I guess to consider that we need to think about the books that we read, the films that we watch, the anecdotes that are passed on to us verbally. With books, I am a fan of John Grisham's legal crime thrillers and Bear Grylls' adventures based on the true life escapades of his grandfather during the Second World War. With both authors, there is a concern for truth and justice and a depth of spirituality in their work which appeals to me. With films, I like action films, or comedies, or better still, action comedies. They are one of the primary ways that I switch off and unwind from the demands of work and ministry. And the films which most appeal to me are the ones which make connections with my human emotions. I remember way back in 1986 as a teenager spending most of my weekly pocket money going time and time again to see Top Gun at the cinema. It was a film full of action, adrenaline, comedy, romance, competition and tragedy. It was a film which was summed up by one of its most famous lines from the young, precocious pilot played by Tom Cruise, whose call name was Maverick. The line? I feel the need for speed. That appealed to the heart of a 15-year-old boy. And the fact that it had Kelly McGillis as the love interest helped just a little bit too. Throughout the pandemic, I waited and waited and waited some more as the release date for the eagerly anticipated sequel kept getting pushed back. Finally, the time came and I took both my teenage boys to the cinema to watch Tom Cruise in action once more. The 30-year gap had not dimmed my desire to find out what happened to Maverick, and the film did not disappoint. So much so that again I have watched it numerous times. Now some might call it brainwashing, but my boys were so captured by my enthusiasm for the first film that they were as keen as I to finally get to the cinema despite not having seen the original the first time round. And they weren't disappointed either. Even my wife has finally succumbed to our enthusiasm and caught the Top Gun magic. Stories, truths, narratives and experiences that are important to us emanate from within us with passion and enthusiasm. The set psalm for today, Psalm 78, includes these words. I will open my mouth with a parable. I will utter hidden things, things from of old, things we have heard and known, things our ancestors have told us. We will not hide them from our descendants. We will tell the next generation the praiseworthy deeds of the Lord. If I can be so enthusiastic about the films and books, experiences and stories which mean so much to me, then surely I can display at least the same level of passion for passing on the stories of the praiseworthy deeds of the Lord to the next generation. People often say to me that they don't want to force their faith on their children or grandchildren or anyone else for that matter, because they want them to choose for themselves. I get that. But I wonder, how will they ever have the chance to make an informed decision if they have never heard our stories of faith? Let us pray. God, our great storyteller, from whom we discover who we are and who you are, give us the grace to claim our story and the courage to share it sensitively yet passionately with those around us. Amen.